Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending upon where you live around the world. Well, take a look at that clock in the bottom right hand corner. You can see, not long ago, I had created the previous video. Having created the idea in my mind that I needed to truncate this dome to see whether it lines up where I wanted the intersections to be, I had to go and do it, didn't I? I created the planes just like I do in the other videos of the method 1 and 2, the conventional and the alternate drawing method. I created the planes. In fact, I'll just unhide everything here. I'll get rid of that just for now. These are the planes that create the flush sides. I use this dome as the base, or the structure I used for the base of these surfaces here. And you can see that exactly the same procedure for putting the surfaces here, these browny coloured surfaces, semi-transparent, intersect perfectly, as they should, those arches or arcs that create the leg. We haven't created the shortened version yet, but I just wanted to do that just now because when we go to the plan view and take this perspective out, you can see the grid-like structure is back again, which is what we wanted. So this is quite different, and through the use of the truncations give you the grids. And if you can see the guideline here, that would be correct, wouldn't it? Because we have eliminated some of the extra surfaces that we are not using in the carport, the gazebo. It all sounds reasonable to me. The proof now is that, I'll just go to the guide, the method of drawing a full dome, truncating it, and the underlying structure is the one and the same thing, and it just proves to me that the three methods meet my standard of being able to be created via a geometric process. And the advantage that this version has is that the outcome means that I can truncate through more than one, or at more than one position. So if I wanted to, this is grouped at the moment, I could eliminate these four surfaces and leave this part here. Now why would you do that? I don't know, but equally you may choose to have a combination of these, and for whatever reason you've got the option of breaking or extending at these points. I'll explain further. Now, let me move that across, say 3 meters. You could create a monstrosity like this. It's actually not a monstrosity. This is actually the base for a garden cover, or in a larger scale, a greenhouse. Because what I've done is I've taken out one section of the dome, this one here, and joined it with a flat section of dome here. It won't be arched in all axes, but by pitching this, at this stage I've just shown a triangulated rectangle, but you could lift and create a small rectangular pyramid, or you could create a pyramid itself with equal sides, but you can then join and extend your dome structure. you could equally have done the same for this. If I just, whoop, that didn't take, undo that, move it along a bit. I'll make it 6 meters, and by rotating, initially we'll rotate it back this way 90 degrees, make a copy, drawing it along. I could move it, say, 2 meters. I could rotate it, but I am going to be lazy and rescale it, -1 to give a mirror image. And then I could fill in the sections here with surfaces to create a new version of the dome. Why isn't that filling in? There we go. So you can see that this is the full half domes. These are the truncated part of the domes, and we're creating an alternate way of drawing creating structures much easier than if we were using the conventional dome geometry, because we've already got the flush in plane divisions. That's definitely a plus. All octahedron based domes can be, of course, segmented through these quarters, just like in here. But this one can be segmented elsewhere, creating the more, again, truncated version, or here the more elongated. The advantage of this is that it retains quite a bit of its dome-like nature, whereas here becomes quite flat. So you've got to be mindful of the structural integrity of it trying to collapse inwards the longer this goes. Interesting. I'm going to give examples of this in another video coming up, but I do like this for its initial, well, its looks, its functionality. Okie dokie. Hey, isn't it an interesting journey that we have gone along? I was trying to figure out one way of creating the dome. Now we've got 3, I've got others, but the 3 viable methods based around the geometry, with this version being able to be used in a slightly different manner. Very interesting. Okie dokie. That's me. Hopefully the last one for today, but you just never know. Okay, see you later. Bye.